Welcome back to She's At It Again. My name is Tanya, and I'm hopefully going to give you one of those hacks that is just going to build on something else. So here's my dilemma. Whenever I go to the store, I'd go, I need to find breakfast sausage. My first thought was, what brand can I buy that's not more fat than it is meat? That was a tough call. I finally found one, and most of the ones on the market had MSG in it. MSG is not a preservative. Monosodium glutamate is a flavor enhancer. Think of a microphone for your tongue. It just makes flavors be more impactful. Therefore, you want more, and therefore, the producers sell more. Not necessarily a bad thing, unless your body reacts adversely to it and it causes migraines and other symptoms. I won't go into all the details. Just to say, we don't do MSG in this house. So I resorted to making my own breakfast sausage. Super easy, very few ingredients, but I'm going to build on that. I've shown you how to make breakfast sausage before. Look back and find it in my videos somewhere. I've used it on multiple occasions. But I want to show you how to make Italian sausage. So only a couple of more ingredients than regular breakfast sausage, and it is off the charts delicious. And when you cook it, you don't have to peel the casings off. If you're serving Italian sausage in links, that's one thing, but if you just want bulk Italian sausage, it's really hard to find some, well, particularly ones without the casing, and ones that don't have sugar or monosodium glutamate or something else in it that you just wouldn't put in it if you were making your own. So let's go make your own. I'll show you how. Okay, when I say making your own, I mean starting with a pound of ground pork. Now, I bought this at Kroger yesterday. It's really, really good. It came in a package of like 1 2/3 pound. So I just measured out. I took off 1 pound of it. I put it on my scale, put the other part in the refrigerator. I'll make regular sausage out of that, make it into patties, put them in the freezer. So none of this will go to waste. So we have 1 pound of ground pork right here. This is 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm just using pink Himalayan salt. I need 2 teaspoons of ground sage. This is my sage. And on any of these seasonings, just let me remind you, if you say, well, she cooks a lot, she has a lot of spices and stuff. I don't have that kind of stuff. You know what? There are stores all over the place. If they got them, if they have them in our town, they have them just about in any town, where you can go in and just buy a small amount of whatever you need. Literally, if I went into Good Measure Market and I needed this much ground sage, I put it in a bag, I take it to the register, and they charge me for that much ground sage. You don't have to buy a huge container of it, so don't think, I've got to buy this big package of it, then I'm stuck with it and I don't cook, or I don't know that I'll ever use it again. Just go to one of those places. In our town, we have Natural Food Store, we have Good Measure Market, and both of those sell spices in bulk. So if you have a natural grocers, or not natural grocers, I'm sorry, they don't sell it in bulk. But places like, I think Whole Foods might do it, but places like that, just look at your small town mom and pop natural food stores, and sometimes they will sell spices in bulk. Okay, back to this. A 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. I should have done this ahead of time. I always forget I don't have any ground up already, usually. Okay, I'm just eyeballing that. A 1/2 teaspoon of marjoram, and I'm not saying margarine like fake butter. This is marjoram. A 1/2 teaspoon of that. And I used to think, what difference could that make? Does it really add that much flavor? It really does, because that's what I make my regular sausage patties out of. 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. So just a very small amount. If you like it hot, add a little more. But I usually do about 1/8, like that. pinch of red pepper flakes. I don't have this label, but I know what this is in the bottle. I usually do about 1.5 pinches. Okay, now if you were going to make just regular bulk pork sausage, this is all you would have in it, just that right there. But again, we're making Italian sausage. So to this, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of regular paprika. Because you know Italian sausage has a little bit more of an orange color to it, and that's probably where it comes from, is the paprika. And here's what I believe to be the key to it: fennel seed. If it doesn't have fennel seed in it, it's probably not going to taste really like Italian sausage. Okay, 1/2 teaspoon of fennel seed. There's our 1/2 teaspoon. I'm hoping you can see that clearly. And if you're wondering what I'm doing over here, I'll give you a glance at my spice drawer. That's what my jars look like. And if you can find jars that fit in your drawer, I've got all kinds of jars. My smaller ones up here, my larger ones down here. But I'm pretty pleased with that drawer. We had our cabinet builder put that in. I knew exactly what I was going to do with that drawer, because too many people put their, well, not too many, but a lot of people, I'd say most people, put their little kitchen gadgets in there, and they kind of rifle through there to find the right spoon or the garlic mincer or something like that. But having your spices at hand is so nice. It just helps the work go smoother and faster, and I can't even say enough good things about it. Okay, if you want to get in there with your hands, I'd say put on some nitrile gloves and go at it. But right now, I'm just going to stir this up like this. I am going to be making a soup later on. That'll be my next video. And I'm just going to be browning this in a stock pot, getting ready to put the ingredients in, so I don't necessarily have to have it mixed super well. But I do want it to mix in there enough to where everything's touching the raw meat, so it can kind of infuse into it, if you will. I don't really know what I'm talking about, but in my mind, that's what works. All right. So that is stirred up enough, again, because I'm going to cook in a stock pot. So that's all done, just like that. Super easy. Okay, what'd you think about that? I told you it was easy, very few ingredients, and I'm telling you, you will taste this and go, why in the world have I been buying this at the supermarket? This is bizarre. I'm gonna have to rethink everything I've ever made with Italian sausage. So you may just have found a new ingredient that you're gonna use a lot more now. So, hey, thanks for joining us. Recipe will be in the description as always, and we look forward to sharing something again with you real soon. And especially the soup recipe that's going to come after this. So